Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. Some breaking news from Sky Sports News that Bruno Fernandes is being chased by Manchester United. Why is this such big news? Why is it big news? I mean, I even tweeted, I know we're chasing Bruno Fernandes. We know we're chasing Bruno Fernandes because we've known this for a very long time. But there is... what I like about this, and it's very, very not coincidental actually, it's not coincidental at all. But remember yesterday was talking about Sky Sports News and how they were right about Daniel James. They're right about the interest in Sean Longstaff. They're right about the interest about Wan-Bissaka. They're right about the interest about Harry Maguire. Sky Sports News are basically the Demartio of 2 years ago because they are getting everything right about Manchester United. And now finally, and I've got to be honest with you, I was thinking about this only at the start of the week. Why is Sky Sports never mentioning Bruno Fernandes? And it started to play on my mind a little bit. Like, they've been getting everything right. Why are they not talking about Bruno Fernandes? Well, now they bloody are. Beelzeboosh. Whatever you want to say. Absolutely. I'm really, really pleased. I'm really, really pleased because it's all one thing having the Portuguese press on it. It's another thing having somebody tell you that United are a priority. But when it starts to hit the mainstream media in this country, that is when you start to think, look, this is on. This is on. So Sky Sports breaking news about 20 minutes ago saying that Manchester United are chasing Bruno Fernandes from Sporting Lisbon and Sporting Lisbon want over £50 million. Well, I'm happy. I mean, there you can see the link, the picture of him there. 70 million. That's what I think he's worth. I mean, 48 games, 28 goals, 14 assists. That's, you know, he's got an involvement in a goal in nearly every game he played last year. 24 years of age. Yes, he can play in a midfield three with Pogba and Matic or whoever wants to play Matic's position. He can play in numerous positions in the midfield. But look, this signing for Manchester United, if we can now get some impetus on it, because I was saying this today, that as we work towards the tour on Sunday, and can I just answer this question? I was meant to be live on That's Football at this time. I'd scheduled it over half an hour ago. The link's in the video description for that. I was going to be talking about the general transfer window, United activity, midfield, Ndombele, Rodrigo to Man City, etc. I'm going to do that straight after this on That's Football. The link's in the video description. So apologies for those people who were waiting, but this obviously had to take priority, so we will go there. But yeah, look, what was basically coming out, as we discussed last night, that United were looking at Harry Maguire, which I think we will sign Harry Maguire, which is why I'm wearing blue, and Sean Longstaff was going to be the priority to go on the tour. Now, the thing about Sean Longstaff is, I don't really have an issue with Manchester United signing him. I have an issue with why we're signing him now. 2 weeks ago, he was interviewed, I think, in Newcastle, because that's where he's from, talking about the major knee injury he had in March and how he was hoping to be able to start running and kicking a ball in pre-season but didn't want to rush back. So why are we buying a player to go on the pre-season tour who's not even fit enough to go on the tour? It makes no sense. If he's a player for the future, great. But get the players we need in now, because the players who are ready now need to integrate themselves into the team now. I'll tell you what, I'd bloody love it if we had Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire on the tour. Imagine that. Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka on the tour. That would be absolutely brilliant. But most important of all, we're building towards next season. We need a top-class midfielder. You see Man City going for Rodrigo. You see Ndombele going to Spurs. You know that Liverpool have got a good midfield. We need to improve our midfield, and this guy is massively important. And the reason I keep going on about him is because I've known about it for a long time, but also I really do rate the player. So it's almost a frustration with how long it takes. But Sky Sports News, breaking news, Manchester United are chasing Bruno Fernandes. And on many levels, people would go Sky Sports News, but they have. I mean, this isn't a flippant, Sky Sports are saying it. We were talking about this yesterday. They've been getting a lot of stick for a few years now, Sky Sports, in relation to United, reporting nonsense, etc., etc. But this year, they have been getting it right a lot, and they better be getting it right this time. United chasing Bruno Fernandes, breaking news, Sky Sports News. Look, they're a little bit late to the party. They are late to the party because it's been known for a long time. But at least they're in the party, because when they're in the party, things tend to start happening. And United cannot ignore this lad. They cannot not get this deal done. As I said, scouted relentlessly by Manchester United last season. Virtually every game we had a scout watching him play. Talks have taken place with his agent, etc. And it's now about getting the deal over the line with Sporting Lisbon. He wants to come to the Premier League. We've got a clear path with him at the moment. Speed is the essence. Get the deal over the line. Get it done. Get it paid. And I tell you what, I'll be honest, if Manchester United get him for 55 million, that's a deal. That is a real deal, because he is worth 70 million. I don't understand why. Well, I'm going to keep quiet about this, but he's worth 70 million because he is a Portuguese international. His goal record is amazing. And this is for a midfielder as well. His age is only 24. He's perfect to make that next step up. And what I like about him, and what I like about Harry Maguire, if we bring those players in, is that they come in with professionalism. They're professional footballers. They're not going to come in and start wearing tracksuits and hats and chains and dabbing and everything like that. And like I say, I ain't got any problem with that, but you need a diversity in your changing room. You know, you need the fun boys, you need the professionals, you need the focused players, you need the serious players, you know, you need the moody players, you need it all. And I think United lack a bit of that diversification in the dressing room where, you know, the professional, you know, people like, I think we've kept Mata because he's one of the professional, you know, serious sort of players, but his talents are waning. I think with Bruno Fernandes and with Harry Maguire, we'll get a couple of professional players in there who, you know, are at the top of their game. So it'd be very, very good for the dressing room. What is the position you want done before your centre-back, midfielder or winger? Says Lachlan Oberg. I want the midfielder done. And Exus TV, Mark, we get Bruno, Longstaff, Maguire and Bale, I know, plus Lukaku, Yedda swap. Would you call that a success? Plus I have high hopes for Fred to improve. I mean, look, to be honest with you, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Sean Longstaff, is that a good transfer window? I think Maguire, Wan-Bissaka and Fernandes are, but I'm not sure that Longstaff is the top quality midfielder we need to bring in, and I do believe we need a right winger as well. Is Lukaku going to leave Manchester United? I mean, look, we go on tour on Sunday. I suspect Lukaku will be on the plane. Is it easy to sell a player who's in Australia? I don't know. I think that's going to roll on. But United seem to have a patient approach to this transfer window. I wish I could. I don't make any apologies for the moanings I have on here or on Twitter because I'm just a fan like everybody else. And I'm anxious. I'm anxious about the start of the season. I want to get this rebuild on the way. And the fair time to judge it all is August the 8th. But that's not human nature, is it? You do start moaning when you see other clubs improving their better teams already than us improving even further. So that, look, I really encourage. Recap, Bruno Fernandes, Sky Sports News say that Manchester United are chasing him. It's not breaking news in the sense that it's not breaking news in the sense that, oh wow, we're in for Bruno Fernandes. I think we all know that. It's verification. It's not even verification. I don't need verification. I know United are in for Bruno Fernandes. What it is, it's momentum. That's the word I'm looking for. It's momentum on the deal. Because when Sky Sports start talking about it, you know there's something going on. You know it's coming to its conclusion. And I was getting a little bit worried this week with, United just want to get Longstaff done by this week and this, that and the other. Look, I don't mind if we're working on Bruno Fernandes' deal after the plane goes on Sunday because he can just get on a plane and join us. That's fine. I don't mind that. I worry about United doing business on the tour because we've been very poor at doing the business on tour in the past. But as long as we get it done, that's fine. Skeng Face says, off topic, but has Mad Marcus left the United stand? Oh, you know what? I was going to mention it on tonight's show, but as of now, he probably has, yeah. Look, Marcus has been fantastic on the channel. And if he comes back, fantastic. But for now, I think he's just taking a break from it. He's got a family and stuff, and I think he just wants to take a step back from now. And it's probably, before the season starts and the watch-alongs start again, I'm very, very disappointed by it. I'm very, very disappointed by it. But there's no bad blood or anything like that. People come and go from this channel. We've seen it. Really good people like Kev and Alex and Martin and, Drawty's yo-yoed in and out at times. So, it is sad. It is sad. But, for now, yeah, Mad Marcus isn't going to be involved in the immediate future. But it's totally his decision. I don't kick people out or anything like that. So, yeah. Hi, can Man United go for the Jamaican whiz kid Leon Bailey? The kid is fantastic, says Bern Bemong. I'd love to. I would love us to go for him, but we're never ever linked to him. There is something coming out today from the Times about De Gea and a £350,000 a week contract. It's a bit like an echo. We were speaking about this last week. There is a contract offer on the table for David De Gea worth £350,000 a week. If he doesn't sign that, he wants to leave. Apparently, we offered him £200,000 a week. He wasn't happy about that, which you can understand. He's been our most significant player over the last 6 years, but and Sanchez is on £400,000 a week. So £350,000 a week is expensive for a goalkeeper. He's not worth it, but he is in the context of what everyone else is paid. So that's the contract offer. If he will, De Gea will stay at Manchester United. I've been saying this for a long time. De Gea is going to stay at United, and Pogba will be the player that goes if he decides he wants to go. So, De Gea will sign that contract, I think. But we've got to bring in the right sort of players to keep someone like David De Gea at the club. Xander's been gone for a long time, Saul of Taurus. Although he might be coming back on next season for some fan cams. Because where do you think we're going to finish this season? Fraser Skeets, it's way too early. 31 goals and 18 assists last season, says Slayman. Yeah, but it depends where you're pulling your stats in from. I don't pull in friendlies, cup games, Nation League games. That's his Porto League stats, 48. And I think it's his league and cup stats there. So, you might have friendlies and stuff in there. Regardless, the player rating of 7.6 there, which is from whoscored.com, is fantastic. Like, very, very good players like Koulibaly, they're averaging around 7. Because remember, 6 out of 10 is an average score. 7 is better than average. 7.6 over a season is pretty bloody amazing. Yes, it's the Portuguese league. Yes, he's got to step up. Yes, I accept all of that. Yes, he could flop. I accept that. But everything about him befits what Manchester United need. He's a midfielder who's got goals and creativity, set-piece delivery, tenacity, can pass the ball, can run with the ball, is quick. He's got the lot. He has got the lot. He's not a replacement for Pogba, although he may end up being a replacement for Pogba. What the purpose of Bruno Fernandes is and why I was excited about it is in the midfield 3, in the 4-3-3 that suits Solskjaer best, and I think it suits us best. Him on the right side, Pogba on the left-hand side, and a CDM would work really well. If we keep Pogba and we get Bruno Fernandes, next season's going to be really good for us. Whether we keep Pogba is a conversation for another time. Of course it is, but yeah, absolutely fantastic. Would you not sign a right winger to get Sancho next year, says Carl Plazic. Look, I want Jadon Sancho. Maybe, I caused a lot of controversy this morning when I was talking about Gareth Bale. I know I did, and I accept that. But my point about Gareth Bale was that if it's nobody or Gareth Bale, I'll take Gareth Bale. Reading your comments, do go and watch Transfer Daily from this morning because it's very funny, the comments underneath and what I said about Bale. And then basically, I'd be excited to get Bale. But what I didn't say this morning, and I should have done, is I wouldn't sign Gareth Bale, really. I would probably prefer the loan deal, and that's what a lot of you have said. Maybe I was a bit presumptuous to say, yeah, let's do him as part of a Pogba deal. That probably is too far. But Gareth Bale on loan for a year, then Jadon Sancho next year, that would be very, very good for United, I think. But for those who are joining us a little bit late, please do smash a like on the video. Bruno Fernandes moves closer to Manchester United. Sky Sports News, breaking news, saying that Manchester United are chasing Bruno Fernandes. It's the first time Sky Sports have actually reported our interest in Bruno Fernandes. So that's really good. Let me just read it out to you here. Manchester United want to sign Sporting Lisbon midfielder Bruno Fernandes. With United's interest in mind, Portuguese football expert Philip Diaz provides insight into how Fernandes would adapt to the Premier League. So it's a positive that Sky Sports are now reporting it. We've had the Portuguese press reporting it for a long time. Obviously, I mentioned it back in April. And we've also had a bit of British interest, but when Sky Sports News start talking about it, then that is obviously very, very significant. Very excited about it. I'm not verifying Sky Sports, but they have been quite accurate this summer. They were first about Daniel James. They've spoken about Longstaff for a while. They were on about Wan-Bissaka very, very, very soon on in the deal. They were Harry Maguire this week. They were right. They were the first people to. Sky Sports reported the bid for Harry Maguire first, and an hour later Simon Stone, who's very reliable from the BBC, confirmed it. So Sky Sports are getting information right from Manchester United. So if you don't believe about Bruno Fernandes, you don't want to believe what we've been talking about over the last few weeks and months, Sky Sports are now saying it. So for me, that it's exciting for me because I feel it's getting closer, and I was getting anxiety about when we were going to do it. That's why it's exciting for me. It's not an eye-opener. Oh shit, we're in for Bruno Fernandes, because I feel like, well, yes, I know that he's a high priority for United. But now Sky Sports are talking about it. I'm starting to see the finish line. Let's just get over the finish line, because the last thing we want to see now is Liverpool enter the bidding war. We've just got to get it over the line. Still think Mark Noble will save our crisis, says Easy George Bale 03. I will be back at 8 o'clock tonight. Very, very busy half an hour at the moment, actually, because I'm now going to jump off this stream and go on to That's Football. The link's in the video description to do the video I was going to be doing before this breaking news broke. So if you want to talk a little bit more transfer, the link's in the video description. I'm going to go straight away live onto that. We're going to be talking more transfer stuff, but this is your Bruno Fernandes story. I'll be back on here at 8 o'clock tonight. Smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. We could be going live at any time these days because there's so much going on. 7 o'clock Transfer Daily in the morning, 8 o'clock at night, and then any time between there's any breaking news. But smash a like. Very, very positive news this about Bruno Fernandes coming out of Sky Sports. A bit of momentum on the deal is what I would say. And if you want to carry on talking, let's get on to That's Football. The link's in the video description. I will be going live there very, very shortly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at 8 o'clock. If you didn't watch Transfer Daily, go and give it a watch this morning about Bale. Caused a bit of controversy, but I stand by what I said. See you in a moment.